everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today's August finished pages video, so I'm going to get straight into it. I've done a bit of artwork as well, which I'll always show at the end, just in case nobody wants to stay tuned to watch that, but if you do, I'll show that at the end. So this is Flowerscape in Paradise, and I did quite a few pages in this at the start of the month. So I think I've done 3 pages in here, so at least 2 anyway. So the first one I did, I thought I may as well get straight in and do the title page, because it was a nice little quick and easy one to do. And when I referenced the colours of the flowers, I really like them, and these leaves as well. When I referenced those, I thought they was quite interesting. So I did go in and put quite a lot of detailing in on these ones. I really enjoyed doing that with a white gel pen. So that's the famous emergency vehicle going past. Only just 1 minute into the video, and there we go, there you have it. So yeah, not much to say about this page really. It was very quick and easy. I think I used the Polychromos, I want to say, but I'm not too sure. I did log the pencils somewhere, but I've lost my list where I logged them all, so I apologise. The background, the frame, I sort of made it a bit bigger just by using my Micron pen to put these black lines in and a bit of dotting detailing around, just to, I don't know, just make it a bit extra. This was a gold Posca pen around there. So yeah, that's all there is to say about that one. Is there any on the, there's a bit of Posca pen on the butterfly as well, I think, and a bit of dotting detailing in on there as well. So that's what that one. Ugh, can't get my words out today. I'm so tired this morning. So tired. Which one? No, it's not that one. That wasn't this month. This month was this one, so let's just take that paper off. I pop this paper in between because sometimes when you're colouring, you just end up with indentations if you're pressing too hard with pencils, so I like to just pop those in so it's not transferring any colour over onto the next page. But I think this is one of my favourites this month, you know. I think it is. I googled a reference of a seahorse, and lots of beautiful different colours and different sorts of seahorses came up, but this one really stood out to me because I thought I can really go to town with the detailing on that one. So lots of black and white dots done with Posca pens over the top. I think underneath was just a couple of colours. I think it was a, what's the, is it golden something? Golden something, what's it called? Green gold, that's it. Green gold and the Polychromos set I used under there, and some sort of yellow ochre and a grey, and then the rest was just all detailing with Posca pen. But yeah, I really enjoy these pages, and even these sides as well. I tried to do something with the little reference ones on this side as well, just to make it a bit more interesting. So the background on this one was just a Deco Americana acrylic paint, and then some Posca pen over the top, gold Posca pen to outline the flowers. But that was it on that side. So that's that one. I don't know if I did another page in here. I don't think I did I? I think I prepped one and then changed my mind about doing it. Or did I? I'm second guessing myself now. Normally I'm so much better prepared than this, guys. But no, I don't think I did actually. Could have sworn I did 3 pages out of here this month, but clearly not. Let me just check the front, a bit of the boot, but I think that might be it, the title page in that one. That one was definitely a few months ago, or last month at least. Oh, it was that. I think I just picked the page out, put the border around, decided I was going to colour it, and then never got around to doing it. So maybe this will be a page for September, and I'm going to try and make this monkey very fluffy. But yeah, that must have been it. Just the title page and then the seahorse page in that book. So yeah, let's stick that back in and get going on to the next book, see what else we've got. Pop that back in there. So that was Flowerscape in Paradise. Next up was one from Fragile World. Still plodding along quite slowly trying to complete this one. I keep picking it up every so often, and I'll do a page and then I might skip a couple of months, and then I'll come back and do a page, then skip another couple of months. I think it's because I've done my most favourite pages now, so you're sort of left with all the pages you've been leaving behind for some particular reason. But the page I did this month was this one. I keep forgetting what it is. This, it's not a Jaguar, is it? Or is it a Jaguar? Anyway, this is the one I did. So I think I did this one on camera as a colouring chat, or some sort of colour along. I can't quite remember. Might have been a colouring chat. I think the background was Distress Ink. Was it Distress Ink? You know what, the beginning of the month when I did all these, it seems like such a long time ago now, and my memory for this month has been shocking. I think it's because I've had so much going on with the kids. But obviously you can tell that over the top there's a hell of a lot of white gouache, acrylic gouache on here, for all that snow detailing in. There's lots and lots and lots. I was planning on doing something better with the bit at the bottom, but it went wrong, and then I sort of just had to fill it all in with the acrylic gouache, so it went a bit wrong down here. But I like all the snow on top of the branches and all the rest of it, but this bit's a bit of a disaster, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I like my little Jaguar. I keep calling it a Jaguar. It is, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's that one. So I don't know what page to do next in here. I'm a bit like, oh, you know when you're just left with pages you're umming and ahhing over. Maybe this side. Maybe this one, and we'll put a hell of a lot more snow on this page as well, just to match the other side. But I don't know. I kind of purchased another copy of this book, and then when I pulled it apart, because I originally did this page and I wasn't happy with it, so I purchased another copy, and when I pulled the book apart I put the one I've not coloured in here so that I can redo it. I've done that with the parrot page as well, the parrot page that's in here. So yeah, but I don't know which page should I do next. That's Fragile World. Hopefully we'll do another one in September. Pop that out of the way. Next up is one you might have seen more recently in Green Portraits by Lerna Green. Now I believe she's having a few problems. Obviously this is her very first physical copy that she's published and tried to sell, and because she's been sort of putting these books together herself and then shipping the copies to Amazon, she's been having to do all the paperwork, you know, all the legal documents and everything. And obviously if you've not got a business head on you, like I wouldn't have the first clue, and I think Lerna Green's struggling a little bit with all the business side of it and the taxes and the filling in of these forms so that she can sell in certain countries, and I think she's having a bit of a mare with it at the moment. So if you're looking for this book, please do bear with her and just be a bit patient, because I think it's not available again at the moment in the UK on Amazon, why she, you know, sort of sorts all this side of it out. But all these illustrations are available on Etsy if you ever want to purchase any from her. But this is the one that I did, and this is called Daisy Daisy. So this one, if you've been watching my channel recently, you'll know I've promised, as soon as the kids go back to school, I've promised a tutorial on this skin colour, if I can remember how to do it. I probably can. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'll show you. I'll maybe try and correct some things that I wasn't happy with, like this purple here. I feel like it's too muddied and a bit too purple and muddied. I don't know, what do you think? I think it is. It seems to be a bit patchy around the face in places. Like I could have picked a different colour somewhere, maybe a deeper brown or a better brown. But I forgot what pencils did I use. Was it the Chromaflows? I think it was the Derwent Chromaflows. And obviously I'm new to doing with skin with them pencils, so I wasn't 100% sure on which colours to pick out to start with. But yeah, I love everything else about this page as well. I really love the dress. Sort of got this effect on it, so it looks a bit more textured. The daisies were acrylic gouache. I actually did that on the channel on a colouring chat. There was a bit of Renaissance metallic watercolour there. And yeah, I think that's it. The rest was all the Derwent Chromaflows. But I'm really happy with that. I do like it. Looks better from further away on the skin. But yeah, love that one. I think I might pick another out of this one as well for September, because I think they're gorgeous. This little boy, look at him. That's a beautiful one. I love this big flower here. That might be a contender. Might be a contender. But anyway, let's get back to the finished pages. But yeah, that was that one. So pop that over there. Next colouring book we have was Mouse Guard, and the page I picked in this was it was this side. So this one I did, must be about 6 months ago, this one now, but I just recently did this one, and then I decided to take the border. This is just a gouache. Is this gouache or acrylic? No, this is acrylic. I decided to take this acrylic paint border throughout the whole of the page, because when I was colouring this, I did it with the Derwent Inktense pencils, and I had a cloth at the side of me. But you know, it's obviously a dirty cloth where I've been wiping off my brush with the Inktense, and then accidentally I've sort of brushed this dirty cloth over my page. It was somewhere around both pages here. I've brushed it across, and then it's marked the whole of the page, and it's all my eyes were drawn to was just this mess here. So I thought, what can I do? And I thought, acrylic paint solves everything, doesn't it? So I just put this border around both pages, and I think it looks quite nice together now. But anyway, yeah, so it was all Derwent Inktense pencils, a little tiny bit of regular pencil over the top just to, you know, soften out some of the blends, and obviously this is the white acrylic gouache that I've used for the big splash of the ocean. But yeah, I really like colouring these pages in the Mouse Guard book. They're a really nice size, because if you think your illustration on most of the pages is only this size, it's not the full page. I mean, some of them are full pages, some of them are like rectangular. That's a full page. Some of them are actually a double page as well, and then we've got little ones like these, which are cute. So you can pick and choose what you're feeling. If you want to sit down for an hour, pick a smaller page. If you want to sit down for 4 hours, maybe a couple of days, pick a double page spread. But yeah, I love using the Derwent Inktense in this book because the paper really takes it well. Really takes it well. But there we go. That's that one. So that's all the colouring pages for this month. Like I say, I've not got much colouring done when the kids have been off school, because it just doesn't happen. But I've done some paintings as well, so I'll show you the paintings. So the first painting that I did this month, I think, was the oranges. So these are the Pantone cards. Really enjoyed doing this one. I found it really relaxing. It wasn't too much of a challenge, because if you think about it, you just draw in circles, and then it was just like a bit detail in the centre. But it wasn't too much of a challenge, because it was all sort of, apart from the very top section, the underlayers was just, you know, like block painting circles, which I found really easy. So I might in September do one with kiwis. I think that'll be quite cute to do on a green Pantone card. So we'll see. I'm enjoying doing a bit of everything, really. I do really like doing the animals, but I have to be in the right mood for it, because the fur can sometimes be very time consuming. So if I'm not feeling like sitting down for 4 hours, I'll pick something like this where it only takes like an hour and a half maybe for that one. So yeah, that's the oranges. Pop that there. Next I did a little piggy. Now, I wasn't very happy with this piggy, I have to say. It is quite cute, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out, to be honest. I think he's too fluffy for what I was going for. I don't know what I was thinking with his little old man eyebrows up here. I don't know what's going on there. And the colour, I didn't quite get the colour, the shade of pink that I wanted underneath either. Yeah, it wasn't that thought out very well, this card, I don't think. But he is still cute. He is still cute. So that was that one. And then most recently I did this avocado, because why not? I love avocados. I had one in my fridge. I thought I'll just slice it in half, take it upstairs with me. I had it on my desk, I painted it, and then I ate the avocado just on its own. Yeah, they're yummy. So that was that one. So as well as these 3 Pantone cards, I did a piece in my sketchbook, and I did a piece on my Paul Rubin watercolour paper for my daughter, which I've framed, which I'll try and show you. We might have a bit of a reflection just because it's in a glass frame, but I'll show you that one first. Well, obviously you might see my face shining back at you, but or the lamp, you can see my lamp here now. But that's this one. So obviously when we went to Blue Planet Aquarium, we all took some pictures. This was one of the pictures I took of the clownfish, and my daughter really loves them, so I decided to paint it, and that was this one. I really love this fish here. I'm not so sure about that one. There's something knocking me off about that. I think it was the eye, but you know what, it looks like that on the reference picture. It looks like it's got a dodgy eye, but that's what it actually looked like on the reference. But if I was doing it by myself, I'd possibly move the eye up a bit, but I was just going off the reference and that's what it looked like, and I was like, well, I'm just drawing it as it is, or painting it as it is. But yeah, I got this little frame for it, so it's on her desk now in her bedroom, just propped up. That's that. Not much else to say about that one because we're going to get a glare the whole time I'm showing you, we're going to get a glare. So next up was one that I did in my sketchbook here. This is the largest of the two sketchbooks that I have. The other one is this size, so this one's, I call this one my large sketchbook and this one my small one. So did a page in here, and we did this one, the very first page. So I love this one. It's one of them pages where I literally opened it up and I thought, I really had this idea that I wanted to do something in a circle shape for whatever reason. I really wanted to do something circular, so I drew the circles in first with my compass, and then I thought, what can I do in these circles? And I thought a butterfly, and then I thought, what can I do in the other two? And I thought of the life cycle of a butterfly, but here's where it went wrong. So I did the butterfly first, and then I googled a reference of a caterpillar and a chrysalis. Is that what they're called? Chrysalis? I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. And then accidentally I did the caterpillar in this circle instead of this circle, because I was going to have caterpillar, chrysalis, oh god, you're going to laugh at me for trying to pronounce that, but yeah, then I was going to have that, and then the butterfly, because obviously the butterfly comes from the chrysalis, whatever that is. But yeah, I did it the wrong way around, and then I thought, well, I can't really put the other thing down here because it's just going to look odd going from that to caterpillar then butterfly, because it's not right. So I just decided to put a flower in this box then. So I like it. I like it a lot. But that's what happened. So I've started another painting, but it's still a whip on the next page. It's a whip. I've not finished it yet. It's at the really ugly stage. This one's particularly ugly. Like, normally you get an ugly stage. This is a painting with a very extra ugly stage. But we'll show you the whip. So it is this one. So this is going to be, of course, a goat. But this is all the underpainting. So this is basically just me getting some colour down on the page and mapping out where I want to be with it. So I'd say the only thing that's, you know, done how it's going to be at the end on here is the horns, because I did already put the detailing in on the horns, but all this fur needs to be tended to. And obviously these are the darker underlayers. The top layers are going to be more of a, well, I'll show you my reference. It's on the wall here. Let me just take it off my wall. The reference is that colour. So obviously you can see the darker colours coming through the fur. So on top of mine, I need a lot of creams, a lot of beige colours, creams colours, and then white on the very top. Just to get all those light colours in on top. But it just so happens that it's got a very ugly stage. But yeah, all this coming out here is going to be grass. So once I've done all the fur, this is then going to be painted over the top as grass. And then this background is going to be grass as well. So once I've actually put in all the fur detailing in on the goat, I'll do this grass, and then I'll bring up some, you know, some grass coming up here as well. My washi tape let me down. It's sort of boo-booed down here, but I've been thinking, do you know how on the first page I did like an illustration in a circle, and then we had these leaves peeping out of the circle, so it gave it something a bit extra. I could easily cover up there, I mean it doesn't matter, but I'm a perfectionist, but I could easily cover this up by bringing some of the grass from here, so having some of the grass sticking out of the edges, just so it feels like it's coming out of the page a little bit, and then that can be covered up. Do you know what I mean? That's just my fussiness, but yeah, I'll try and get this one done tonight, I think. But yeah, that's it. That is it. What is that? We've got a sticker. We've got a sticker. That is it for August. So the kids go back to school on Tuesday the 5th of September for some of my daughters, and then one of my daughters goes back on the 6th of September, which is the Wednesday. So at the end of that week, possibly the Friday at the end of that week, I'll be able to get a proper video up, but at the moment it's just been all go. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm, and comment down below, because all your comments really do help as well. If you're a bit shy, just drop me an emoji, an animal emoji, where we've done lots of animals this month again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.